Hi, I'm Chuck. I'm the sales manager and bike guru here at Pro Bike and Run. Today we're going to feature bikes under $1,000, mostly used for riding around the city and rail trail. We're going to get you just a brief overview of some of the options that we have and explain to you why one bike might be better than the other real quickly. We're going to start off with the Cannondale Adventure. This is really like the modern day beach cruiser here. Your super upright riding position. All the bikes are low entry step through here. There is no men's and women's bikes, so real easy to get on and off the bike. You have suspension in the front. Some of the bikes have suspension in the seat post. You get a nice big comfy saddle. This is great for riding around the city, stopping, getting an ice cream, getting a beer, whatever you're gonna do, riding with your kids. You can get a workout on this bike, but you are sitting very, very upright, so you're really gonna be using mostly your legs, not engaging your core and stuff too much, but a great first bike if you're just getting back into cycling. The next bike over is a Specialized Roll. The Roll has been our best-selling bike since before the pandemic. It's been one of the hardest bikes to keep in stock. It is very similar to the Adventure. It was actually Cannondale's kind of answer to the Roll. Again, features a 650 wheel, much bigger tire, smoother roll-in profile. This tire has a very rounded profile on it, so on pavement it rolls very quickly, no pun intended. Runs low pressure, so the tires really act as your suspension. Really upright riding position. You do get a nice big comfy saddle on it. This bike's a little bit sportier, you know, standing up out of the saddle and kind of honking on it a little bit. It feels kind of like a big BMX bike, so if you rode BMX when you were younger, dads that are out there, this might remind you of like a big BMX cruiser bike. The next bike over is going to be the Cannondale Treadwell. It also runs on 650B wheels. It's a narrower profile tire. It's a much lighter bike. You're about 32 pounds here, or about 30 pounds here. You're bordering right around 26 and a half pounds here. Believe it or not, you really do feel that weight. Not quite as upright a riding position. You are not bent way over, but you are in a little more athletic riding position. So you're engaging your core a little bit more, you're engaging your lats when you're pulling back on the handlebars. A nice bike to casual ride, and also if you want to start getting into using your bike for a workout, a nicer bike. A little smaller saddle, and a lot of that's due to the position of what you are on the bike as you're rolling farther on your pelvis. Your sit bone area to get contact gets a little bit smaller. So great bike, perfect if you don't want the big slow bikes, but you don't want to be bent way over with a skinny tire. Specialized Crossroads. This bike was out of their lineup for a while. They brought the thing back. It uses a 700C wheel. Taller wheels make the bike roll a little faster. Makes it a little bit more of a comfortable ride because a taller wheel is going to give you better rollover. So pavement strips, tar strips, bumps in the road, potholes. Those obstacles are a little bit smaller, so better rollover, kind of like the bigger wheels on a mountain bike would be. Great bike. This bike is pretty quick. It'll move along really well. Around about a pound heavier, interestingly enough, than the Treadwell. Most of that's in the extra length of spoke, the rim, and the tire. A great bike if you're looking to go a little bit faster, cover a little bit more ground, see a little bit more. Awesome bike. Now, this is a mountain bike, not a hybrid. So people always ask me, can you ride a mountain bike on the rails and trails? You can ride a mountain bike any place you please. It will go wherever you want it to. If you get a 29-inch wheel mountain bike, the interesting thing is you can put the tire from the Crossroads onto this bike. So if you might have aspirations to go in the woods a little bit later on, and I always ask customers when they come in when we're qualifying to see what kind of bike would be best for them, one of my first questions is, are you going to go in the woods? Are you sure? If you're not sure, a mountain bike isn't geared as tall, it won't go as quick, but it will definitely go even with the knobby tires on the rails and trails. Lots of traction, higher volume tire with lower air pressure gives you a more comfortable ride. Obviously you have a suspension fork here. So a mountain bike can be used for that. So if you're going to be riding with your significant other and they're not going to go in the woods and they get a hybrid, can you ride a mountain bike with them? Yes, you can. You may work a little bit harder, may not have as much top end, but you definitely can do it. A mountain bike is always a good choice if you're unsure of what your riding future is going to be. The best way for you to figure out what you want is to come in the store and actually throw a leg over each one of these suckers and take them for a test ride. Riding is the ultimate determination as far as what you're going to be looking at. It'll give you more than just the words from somebody like me as far as how the bike is going to feel, what the riding position is like, and what's right for you. Don't forget, we can change riding positions, alter you, get you comfortable. That's part of the purchase service we offer here at Pro Bike and Run, is getting you comfortable on the bike. Stop into one of our stores today. If you have any questions, you can email me at chuckk@probikeandrun.com. We'll make sure that we get that's up on the website. You can also call the Robinson store. That's where I work out of, and ask for me. Again, thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you. Get out on the trails and go for a ride.